Hello and welcome to today's video. This is my 24 in 2024. So we're going to be talking about 24 books that I already own. They're already on my physical TBR and they're going to be 24 books that I'm prioritising and wanting to read during the year of 2024. I don't really have much to say about this. This is just like a thing that people do every year. I've done it the last 2 years, I believe. And yeah, I thought it'd be fun to do again. No rhyme, no reason, nothing to add. So let's just get into the books. The first 5 books on the 24 in 2024 are the first 5 books in the Terry Pratchett Discworld series. These are The Colour of Magic, The Light Fantastic, Equal Rights, Mort and Sorcery. I purchased all of these last year with the intentions of reading them in the Around the Disc-a-thon, and honestly I committed to way too many readathons and way too many reading things last year and I never got to these, so I'd really like to prioritise them and make sure that I do during 2024. I also added onto the list Freak of Nature. This is a book that I remember reading on my Kindle, like when I first got my Kindle. I think it was like free to have on it or something, and I was probably like 14, 15, but I remember really enjoying it. So when I remembered about it and figured that out, I got myself a physical copy, and at some point I'd really like to read it. So yeah, this is one that I want to prioritise this year, especially because one of the books of these is no longer in print. I think it's a trilogy. I don't think I ever read the whole trilogy, but it is a trilogy and one is out of print. So if I do enjoy it, I'm going to need to do a bit of research and spend a bit of time like figuring it out basically. Then a book that I'm really excited about and I think has potential to be one of my favourites of the year. It might be the first book I read of the year if I want to like get into the year in like that positive mindset goal, but that is Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree. This is the prequel to Legends and Lattes, which I'm sure there's no surprises. I read it in 2023 and it is going to be one of my best books of 2023. It's up there, it's in like the top 10 I believe. So yeah, really like excited to read the prequel, explore more of Viv and meet even more like characters that I'm sure are just going to be like cute and wholesome and lovely to find out about. So yeah, that is the 7th book on this list. Then we also have Nimona. This is a graphic novel that has made it onto the list, and honestly I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I know that there is now a adaptation on Netflix I believe, so I'd like to be able to watch that as well, but I am definitely a stickler for the read the book before you watch the adaptation rule. So I'd really like to read this, and yeah, I've been looking out for it second hand for honestly probably a year now, and I eventually found it last month. So excited I eventually own this, and I'm definitely going to make sure I get to it in 2024. Then I also have this Wicked Fate by Kaylin Bayron. This is a sequel to the This Poison Heart book. It is only a duology, so once I've read this one it's finished. I really enjoyed book 1, but it's been absolutely ages since I read it. I feel like I still remember enough and can like jump back into this world, but I feel like it's getting to the point where soon, if too much more time passes, I'm going to need a reread to be able to continue on. So I just want to get to this as quickly as possible and hope that I enjoy it as much as the first one. Then books 10 and 11 of my 24 in 2024 are Dreams of Gods and Monsters and Days of Blood and Starlight. I'm not sure which one is which, but this is books 2 and 3 of the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, which I started this year in 2023. I enjoyed the first book, and it stands that I will enjoy these because the first book I think I gave 4 stars and it had one of my most hated tropes in, like, so the fact that it had one of my most hated tropes that I really don't like and genuinely ruins books for me, and I still gave it 4 stars. I feel pretty good about continuing on with the series, and I would like to continue on learning about the characters we've met so far. Then I have books 7, 8 and 9 in the Guild Hunters series. This is a series that I started during 2023 and I got 6 books in. Really enjoying it so far. Really enjoyed absolutely everything that I've read, and I really like her characters, and I own 3 more books of the series, so I really want to make sure that I get to these, and if I read these I can buy myself a few more maybe as well. But these 3 that I already own in the Guild Hunters series is definitely one that I want to get to. It's like angels, archangels, but it's like urban. Majority of them are set in New York. Very fun time, really enjoying it, really want to get more read. And then kind of along those same lines, a series that I've been reading for a while. Like, I've probably been reading this series for 3 or 4 years now, and I'd like to finish it. It's a complete series and I haven't finished it, but I do own all of the books. So this is books 12, 13, 14, 15 and like a story collection in the Morganville Vampire series. So you've got Black Dawn, Bitter Blood, Fall of Night, Daylighters and Midnight Bites. I really want to prioritise finishing series during 2024. I will link my goals video up above. It is definitely one of my goals. Like, I need to finish some of these series, need to lower the amount of series I'm currently reading down. So yeah, this is one that I can finish and I'm excited to finish it. I think the main reason I haven't really pushed on and got through these is because, like, when it's done, it's done. Like, this is the end of it. There are no more books, and although I still have 5 left, like, I've read 11 and I don't know, is 5 more enough? I don't know, but yeah, I am going to prioritise it in 2024 and finish this series. I'm determined. Then, to also finish another series, I have the final book in the Caraval series on the list. This is Finale. Really enjoyed book 1, really enjoyed book 2. Was surprised at how much I liked it because there was a change in perspective, and I believe that book 3 has the perspectives from book 1 and book 2 and is now dual perspective. So yeah, really excited and really intrigued to see how this world, how this event, how these characters finish their story. So yeah, definitely want to get to this one. And then also, the final book in a series, we have Kingdom of the Feared. I think I read Kingdom of the Wicked 2 years ago, and Kingdom of the Cursed I read during 2023, so this year, and I'd really like to finish out the series. I got this very recently. It's only recently came out in paperback, so I'm not doing too bad. Like, I am reading along and following, and it hasn't been too long in between the books, but I feel like I am ready to be done with this series. I'm intrigued by the storylines we've got going on. I just don't. I'm glad it's only a trilogy. It's one that I want to finish, to have like that completion and like end the storylines that are open. But I feel like I expect this book to be good, but I hope we don't have more introduced in this book. I hope that we just finish things off, because I do know there is now like a companion series to this following other people in this universe that we like don't follow in these books. So I'm hoping we stick to finishing the trilogy in this book rather than also introducing stuff for a companion series. So yeah, honestly, I was very excited about this until I knew about the companion series, and then like, oh, I really hope book 3 is like a proper good book 3, like a proper finish to this series. Guess we'll just wait and see. And then, to counteract those last few good ways of getting some series complete, let's go for some starter series. So we have Leviathan Wakes. This is a sci-fi series that I've heard so much about. Spaceships, space, fights, moon, the Mars, colonies, solar systems, asteroid belt. So much going on, really intrigued by it, and it's a really big series. I think there's 9 or 10 books out in it currently, and I can just see myself getting like fully absorbed and sucked into this. So I really want to give book 1 a try, see if I like it, and if so, I will continue on. That same vein of thought, I have The Sword of Shannara. This is book 1 in the Shannara trilogy, which I think is the book that I need to start with. Honestly, there are many Shannara books, so this is The Sword of Shannara, but there's also like other Shannaras here, there and everywhere, and I've tried to do some research. I think this is the best book to start with. I think this gives us a full introduction, and I've decided I'm just going to go for it. Whether it's right or wrong, this is the best answer to the question that I can find, and I think it's the right one to start with, and either way I really want to start it. So even if it's not the perfect start to get into this world, this is the series I'm starting with and this is what I'm going with. So yeah, very excited to get into this and all of like the elfin content. Yeah, I'm excited. And then last but certainly not least, a book that I've been trying to start for years now is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I really want to read this. I really want to read this entire like world, this entire series, everything. It's just quite intimidating. There's a lot of books and they're very big, chunky books. I know this doesn't look big, but it's like a mass market paperback, and even for a mass market paperback, this is like almost 500 pages, so pretty big. And I believe there's 16 books in this world, so it's quite a big commitment, but I'm not going to say any more. I'm not going to commit to anything else, but I am going to commit to reading book 1 And decide if you even like it. Like, what if I hate this book? Then there'd been no worry and no stress of continuing on. But I hope I don't hate it. I hope I enjoy it, and I hope that it opens up yet another fantasy world for me to explore. So yeah, those were the 24 books that I'd like to read in 2024. Did you notice I was getting them all off this shelf here? Yes, I have emptied a shelf and I'm going to keep them all on this shelf so that there's no losing track of them or accidentally not reading them. My 24 books are going to be kept here until they're read. So I'll be able to prioritise them properly when we're doing the TBR games and stuff as well. But yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what are books that you're prioritising and committing to in 2024, or any other books that you're committing to the same as what I'm committing to. Do give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe down below if you like to see more content like this, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!